Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to create an object of the class. And if we already have some methods like in the previous class, in the previous videos, right, I showed you guys how to create a method, void method and the return method, and now it's time to how do we call them, right? Now it's time to how do we call them. Okay, let's create a class and call it dog, or maybe let's call it math, right? Let's call it math, and let's have a main method inside of our class, and let's create it. Okay, you can delete this. All right, so we created our class, right? So where do we create the methods? Method goes here, right? Methods, you can create the methods inside of the class, right? Inside of the class, not inside of the another method, right? Methods are on the class level. Okay, so let's say we will be creating methods, right? Methods math, right? Methods math. Okay, let's create some math method, right? One of them is going to be void, and let's say this is going to be sum, right? This is going to be sum, and gonna put here int a and int b. Our method is taking actually, so our method is taking two parameters, int a and int b, right? Two parameters. Okay, so what is gonna do my method? It is going to print out something. It is not going to return anything, right? Void methods doesn't return anything. Okay, so I'm gonna put here sum of the numbers. Sum of the numbers is gonna be a, sorry, a plus b, right? Sum of the numbers is gonna be a plus b. I'm gonna put parentheses here, so it will take care of it, right? A plus b, and this is actually concatenation. This is here concatenation, and this is different. So maybe we can put actually no, we don't need to, right? Okay, so we created our first method, which is a void method, which is going to do actually what is the functionality of the method, which is gonna sum our parameters, right? Whatever I am going to provide inside of the method, then it is gonna sum them. All right, the another one is gonna be returning something, right? It's gonna return something. Let's call this division, right? Division. Okay, it is going to return something. As you guys see, it is complaining already because I'm gonna put return here, and then it is gonna accept again something, int a, int b. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another variable, int num equals a plus b, right? A plus b, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna return this. Okay, return me none. Okay, we have created two methods. One of them is void, one of them is return method type, right? And all of them is default, right? We didn't actually decorate any access modifiers to them. If you don't actually put any access modifiers, it is default, right? It is default. Okay, so now it comes to how do we create an object of the class. So first thing, I can achieve these methods inside of the same class, outside of the class. First, let's try to achieve in the same class, right? In the same class. Okay, put your attention here. I'm gonna create the object of the class right now. This is my class name, right? This is my class name. I put the class name here, math. I'm gonna call it sum because I'm gonna call the sum method with this object. Sum equals new math. That's it. This is how you actually, this is how you create the object of the class. Okay, before you create the object of the class, you are not going to be able to achieve these methods. Why? Because the instance, right? These are the instance of the class. Instance variables and instance methods, right? Instance variables and instance methods. So you have to create a, if you are trying to achieve the instance variables of the class, then you have to create an object of it unless they are static. I didn't talk about the static yet. I'm gonna make a video about instance variables, local variables, and the static variables. In that topic, I'm gonna show you guys what is static keywords, right? What is static keywords? Because if I talk about static keyword, it doesn't gonna make sense because we will have to create the object of the class and you don't know how to create an object of the class. So this is how I actually manage it. Okay, so we created our, excuse me, we created our object of the class. Okay, so how do we call it, right? How do we call, what did we do here? Okay, I'm gonna call the sum method first. I'm gonna call the sum method first. Okay, it is not returning anything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it under system.out.println sum dot. As you guys see, so when you, okay, this is, what is this sum? Sum is object name, my object name. This is object of the class, and sum is the object of the name. Okay, put the sum here and then put the dots. So what do you see here? Division. Oh, okay, what is division? As you guys see, we have the division method, and also as you guys see here, we have the sum method, and also it is telling you, hey, it is taking two parameters, integer a and also integer b, and also this one also division, right? Division, it is taking integer a and also integer b as a parameters. Okay, so I'm gonna call this sum, right? Okay, but it's already telling you, right? It's already telling you that you need to, right, you need to, actually, we don't need to, guys. This is not returning anything. Let me put this here. It is not going to complain now. So I'm going to put, so what do you want to do? 10 plus 15. So these are the parameters which the method is taking already, right? It's a method. We create the method here. It is taking two parameters, integer a and integer b, right? Okay, now if I run this, since they are in main method, we are going to be able to run it, right? It is going to execute it. Okay, as you guys see, our method is returning what? I mean, not returning, but printing out something. What? Sum of the numbers 25. Wow. Look at the logic here, right? It is awesome. So you don't have to deal with it anymore. You just need to call the method. If you want to sum the numbers, then it is going to be done for you, right? It is going to be done for you. Okay. So, again. Okay, so the next one, so this is, I created one object of the method, right? One object of the class. But how many objects can I create of the class? As many as I want, right? As many as I want. So another math, and then this is gonna be division, right? Division, and then equals new math. Okay, I created another object of the class, and which is gonna call the division, right? Division, but division is returning something. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Now you can put it in system.out.println, and then division dot. Okay, when I say division dot, as you guys see, again, I'm gonna be able to see sum method and also division method. But I'm gonna call division method, and also that division method is taking two parameters, int a, int b, right? Okay, now it is not complaining, because if the method is returning something, excuse me, if the method is returning something, then you have to put it in system.out.println, or you need to store it in some variable, right? You need to store it in some variable. Okay, this is gonna divide it, right? Let's say 3 divided by 2. Okay, now if I execute this, it is gonna tell me what? It is gonna tell me 8. Actually, if I fix this here, now I can actually put this here, right? I can actually put this here. Let me see if I can. Actually, we cannot. But what I can do is, maybe I can put this here plus. But since this is returning integer, so I cannot put it here. But it is only gonna be. Maybe I can put here. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, so it is try and fail, right? I'm trying to print out something, and you can do the same thing. You don't have to keep memorizing something, right? Just try and see if it is possible or not, then do your action, right? And then I'm gonna say that division of the numbers, okay, now you will see division of the numbers 8. Okay, so another way, int div equals division dot integer, again this. Okay, now it is not going to complain because it is returning something and you can store it in a variable, right? Okay, now I'm gonna divide 20 here, 20 divided 8. So 8, 16, it's going to be 2, right? Because since we are not putting in integer, it is only going to return what? It is only going to return 2. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see if it is correct or not. Um, so why it is returning? It is returning. Oh, this is not multiple. This is not dividing. It is. Okay, I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm like, I didn't even look at the result, right? Because when you divide 6 by 2, then it's gonna be what? 3, right? And when you divide the 20 by 8, then it's gonna be 2, right? But if you store this into double, we already know that we already know the variable types, right? Um, Data types, and as you guys see, 2.0, right? 2.0. So you can have the actually you can have um, maybe you can 7. If you say 7, you will receive different thing, right? You will receive actually 6. You will receive different. You will receive the decimal numbers, right? Okay, this is how you actually call it inside of the same class. But I'm gonna create another class here. Okay, I'm gonna create math club. Math club is gonna we will be calling the same class outside of that class, right? So we will be calling those methods because maybe I need that method, that those methods like in another class, right? In another class, right? So let's say, okay, you came here. So you came here. We are in the another class, right? Math, and the another class is the class name is math club. I'm gonna call it here. What was all you have to do is remember what method we have and also what is the class name, right? What is the class name that we are keeping those methods? Math. It's the math m equals new math, and then just call the m dot, right? M dot division. Well, so division. So this is void, right? Sum is void. That's why you don't need to call it. You don't need to put it in. You don't have to put it in system.out.println or to store it in another variable, right? Which is just gonna print the whatever we do here, right? Let's say this time 89 and this. Make this execution. Okay, as you guys see, we are able to still get the result on our console, even if we are outside of the class, right? Outside of the class. Okay, I'm gonna create even in the same with this, right? With this, you can still call the other method too, right? Division. You can still call division, and 89. I mean, let's say 80 by 20, right? 80 by 20. How much? It's gonna be how much is gonna be 4, right? 4. Okay, this is how you call it from outside of that class. And this is all about it. This is how you actually create the object of the class and call the instance variables in the same class and also outside of the class. Also, I can call this, right? Also, I can call this from another package, right? If you call another package, not the hello, but the package name is gonna be another package, right? I created another package and I will create another class, calling class, and I'm gonna put again this, and we will see if you are going to be able to call the default, right? Default. I'm gonna say math m equals new equals new math, right? I am able to, as you guys see, actually, it is already giving us problem. Are you going to be able to call the same? So what is it saying? The constructor method is not visible from the another package. From another package, you are not going to be able to call these. So how can I do that? How can I do that? That will be another topic for the future, right? That will be another topic for the future. But in this video, I have teach you guys how to create an object, how to create. I showed you guys the creation of the methods again. We created two methods. One is method one is void, one is return method, and also I showed you guys that how to create an object of the class, and also how do we create those methods that we have created already inside of the same class, and also it's outside of the class, right? Outside of the class, since these instance variables are default. As you guys see, there is no access modifiers. What is access modifiers? Let me give you a point. Public. It can be public, right? Access modifier. One is public, one is provided, one is protected, one is private, one is default, right? So we will be talking about those. But if it was public, right? If it was public, then we will be able to call it from another package, right? We will be able to call it from another package. Okay. Thank you very much for watching the video. And please, if you guys like the content, please make a comment and also like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching.